Ask for the truth on behalf of Hajara Dikko concerning career issues. And ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck like that, Hajara. Of course, I suppose with a name like Hajara Dikko, I would have thought that would have been more of a relationship reading. Sorry about that. I don't mean to anything at your expense if that is genuinely who you are. We'll move the cards to the side and we'll investigate this career situation that you find yourself in or not. Let's sorry, it's me. Let's pull out 3 cards. The first card is in the position of the recent past influence. And this will be your recent past, your career predicament or situation or circumstance. Over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, I say that because it's about a moon phase behind. It's the recent past, isn't it? And then, of course, the next card is for you, the present influence, which is you right now. So this will be your career right now and your career prospects or whatever they are there. And then, of course, maybe, I suppose, your prospects, as you could say, or as would be. In the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, about a moon phase ahead in this card here, which is the immediate future influence. So we've got the 3 cards all together here. We'll pull out the first card there, and then we'll just bring it round and we'll rotate it nice and slow there. Just flip it over nice and slow. Just not to reveal the energy too quickly. And then you've got the Maiden. A new relationship has blossomed just recently for you. A new relationship has started out. Maybe this is what I'm getting here. Sort of getting, of course, where will I go career-wise because of this relationship that started up. Although it says a relationship blossoms, why am I sort of thinking here business partner? Yes, it could of course be a relationship. It could be a love relationship in that sense. If it is, then you're mixing business with pleasure and you know you shouldn't do it. But why am I thinking business partner here? It's a bit like the tarot cards of the Lord of Love, the 2 of Cups. Although that's love, it nevertheless can mean partnership if you're doing a career issue. And with this, I sort of got business partner. Why, I don't know. Or a new business partnership has just recently sparked up, maybe. Let's just see what's happening now, and let's just flip the card over nice and slow just to see what the winds have changed. Yes, your surroundings right now are going some sort of undergoing some sort of transition from one to another. I get a funny feeling as though you've either been in business or whatever this is, and you're switching to another business or going into partnership or merging with another business. Why I'm thinking that, I don't know. I just don't know why I'm thinking that. It's just what's going through my mind. I want to see what the immediate future is straight away, really. We're moving a bit quickly, aren't we, at the moment? But just make sure that we don't flip that card too quickly. Just try and keep the energy nice and steady there as we just bring that round. An elemental energy, the energy of the stars there. And the stars really just indicate that a long journey brings rewards in some way very soon for you, around about sort of March, sort of early April maybe, I don't know. So whatever this is, this journey of course can be a career journey in the sense of this long journey from a career point of view. The search that you've been after or which you've been looking for so long, or whatever business partner you've been looking for so long, you've found just the right sort of person who you can work with, or the right people you can work with, of course. Maybe if you're after employees, then maybe that'll all come to fruition next month as well. If, of course, you just having to look for an employer, then the same thing applies, just like going into... But I still think you're going into partnership with somebody, like as if you're sort of self-employed, but you'll be in partnership. I want to pull another card. I always keep saying this with these fortune cards. It's nice to do the three, the past, present and the future, but it's nice to do an overview to sort of like just get an overall picture of what potentially might be going on in April. Let's assume, of course, with it being a career thing, and April is the beginning of the new financial year, well, in a year in the UK it is, then of course it's nice just to see what energy's knocking about there, the hand of fate. Just really indicating that that forces beyond your control will intervene in some way, shape or form. So for as much as you'll be rewarded with whatever it is from a career point of view as change takes place right now, you end up rewarded with this long journey coming to an end, this quest for the ideal business partner that you've recently found. Well, I'm still going to that, I don't know. Regardless of that, the hand of fate will have its cruel sort of grasp, I suppose you could say, where forces beyond your control will intervene in some way. Maybe the taxman, not so much the taxman catches up with you or something like that, but prices can go up, overheads can go up, and well, was this such a good idea after all? I'm sort of getting that sort of thing going round in my head as well. Well, I don't know. Was this business partnership such a good idea after all? That really depends what forces are there beyond your control intervening, and that would all determine upon that. But with it being a hand of fate, of course, you could ask yourself the question, do I believe in fate or do I believe in destiny? And is that hand foretelling your fate, or do you have your fate in your hands, in the sense your future is in your hands? And I suppose really that's what it's about. That's when it starts providing more questions than you came with. You come with one question, you sort of leave with 100 more questions, don't you? And I suppose is a good thing, isn't it, really? Because it helps you think of what the answer possibly might be as well. I want to pull another card here, and I don't know why, but I'm sort of being greedy or something, I don't know. But with these forces, authorities, prices going up, or whatever it is getting in the way, that although you've been rewarded, nevertheless you feel as though, suppose, as soon as you come into a bit of money, you somehow, something's always something there to try and take it off you again, isn't there? And it's a similar sort of way. But as far as feng shui works in a similar sense, not so much when money comes in, there's something taking it away, but if money goes out, there's something that fights to get it back for you again. You've got a snake there. Notice the snake is a healer as well. Maybe this is pointing to the fact that it's helping you sort of, it's an initiation for your purpose as a healer in some way, shape or form. And of course a sly and subtle approach will be needed as the hand of fate strikes and sort of takes over and takes control. Yes, a sly and subtle approach will be needed there, of course. Only say what, only answer the questions you're asked. Don't start telling them your business. You just tell them what they want to know. If they don't if they don't ask how much you've got, don't tell them anything. You only say if you're asked, and if they complain that you didn't tell them anything, you just say, well, you didn't ask. So I can't just go telling everybody all and sundry me bloody business. That wouldn't be right. And this maybe help. Talking about your purpose as a healer and healing energies and spirits and things, not to mention spirits, but certainly I somehow get a funny feeling as though I want to sort of pull out some message. Maybe if your animal spirit guides have a message for you. I wonder if we could sort of see what that's about. With it being the snake and the healing energy, the snake, of course, sheds its skin, just like the winds of change. There, of course, your surroundings undergoing transition, which will lead to that long journey bringing rewards in some regard. Although the hand of fate is always there to sort of try and get control over you again. By being sly and subtle approach being needed there afterwards, at the end of it around about April time, which is the beginning of the new financial year. So only tell them what they need to know, and any extra stash that you may have under the bed you keep quiet about, don't you? Well, they never asked about the stash under the bed, so you don't tell them, do you? And it's the same sort of thing, isn't it, that metaphorical sort of thing about, well, the business deal I did with, yes, everything's above board and that's it. I want to just pull out some animal spirit guide cards here. I don't know if there's anything here with, of course, the peregrine falcon there. Just, I suppose that's about focus, isn't it? And just get onto the. You just got to get onto your opportunities. Grab your opportunities when you can, and whatever opportunities are there before you, at the ready, as you could say, and then just commit to it and go for it, really. Just commit to it, focused, and put aside all distractions, and just go for it in that sense. Why would the peregrine falcon sort of say that to you? Why are you not focused? Maybe if it's a business partnership, I suppose. I don't know. I think this is to do with the winds of change, that your surroundings that are undergoing this transition right now, regardless of that having an effect on you, just stay focused and just get on to what's going on, and just stay with it, regardless of forces beyond your control next month that are going to try and get in the way and intervene. A sly and subtle approach is needed, but remain focused, and that's basically it, isn't it? But nevertheless, the snow leopard, the energy of the snow leopard there, I suppose, really, that's it, of course, four-legged spirit, isn't it? And four-legged spirits, they protect, don't they? Whereas the bird people, they guide. The protection comes in where you just have to just take some time out of your own sort of space or whatever, your usual life, and I suppose and then just take some time out for yourself. Maybe, I don't know, listen to some music or whatever, and just see what you can do. In other words, I suppose, don't let it get at you too much. Maybe you'll find that it'll be getting at you, and by just having a bit of a vacation, maybe, I don't know. But nevertheless, just spend whatever time you've got. Just spend it in solitude. In that regard, that's what it's saying. Spend some time in solitude. Especially like the snow leopard works alone, doesn't it? She hunts and things like that. But remain focused and just spend some time alone. Maybe this business partnership is the thing that's either what you're in, as we say. I'd say you're in the business partnership, but it could be a business partnership that you're hoping to be in. But nevertheless, take some time alone. A sly and subtle approach is needed, of course, and get onto the situation, and of course that way you can, I suppose you can get on top of it and get control of it, can't you? Really, and then you can commit to it without drifting off course. It's just about focus and solitude helping you. Solitude protects you, doesn't it? There's protection in solitude like there is in darkness. And of course, really more than anything, I suppose, more than anything, the polar bear there, notice the polar bear there, there's a four-legged spirit, more protection for you again, and that's just indicating that whatever you do there, just speak your truth and let people know. But any contact you do have with people, passing the time of day, if it's raining, say it looks like rain, I suppose stating the obvious, but other than that, speak your truth. If there's something you want to say about this business partnership, something isn't quite right, say something isn't quite right, but don't just say that, say what you think it is that isn't quite right. Well, a sly and subtle approach is needed around about the end of it here, and I've taken a good hard look at it. I've kept a low profile while I've been investigating it, and I haven't said too much because so on and so forth. I'm remaining focused, of course. Nevertheless, I'm spending some time alone. Don't be offended, nothing to do with you or me or anything. It's just if I spend some time alone I can think clearly. Well, a business partnership splitting, but certainly if a sly and subtle approach is needed, maybe you're better investigating your business partner in case there's something they're not telling you. I think for now these cards have spoken.